What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. A lot going on in this show tonight, as honestly, I don't know what their next show is, but I think it's that Overdrive show for their Plus show, I believe. Overdrive, I think it's called. I'm not really sure. But we do kick off the show with the Bullet Club, who were in the back with Juice Robinson and Chris Bay. Basically, I guess they're getting ready for their tag match. Ace Austin was supposed to be in this tag match. They were looking for him. Chris Bay went to go look for him. Next thing you know, Ace Austin was on the ground, unconscious and whatnot in the parking lot. Security and Tommy Dreamer came to check on him and stuff. But Chris Bay and Juice Robinson went on to say, hey, Bully Ray, man, it's Bully Ray. Where is he, huh? Where's Bully Ray at? Because Tommy Dreamer's right there. Tommy says, I don't know what's going on. Basically, the next match was about to take place right there. Since Ace Austin was out, it was now going to be Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer versus Chris Bay and Juice Robinson. One thing you said about Chris Bay, I know it was announced last week, but during the match they did have, kind of like something at the bottom, shown on the screen, like a news report. But Chris Bay did sign an extension with Impact Wrestling. His contract was renewed, so he will be sticking around. This was a good tag match. Bully Ray ended up hitting the bully bomb onto Juice Robinson for the win, which I'm almost actually surprised Juice Robinson was pinned right here. But then again, I heard Juice Robinson's not even under contract with anybody right now, not even New Japan. He's still with the Bullet Club, I know that. I'm almost surprised he took the fall. I'm used to Chris Bay being the fall guy from this, but given that he signed a new contract, maybe he's not now. But Bully Ray went to Chris Bay and told him, listen, I have no clue what happened to Ace Austin. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. I did not do this, okay? I'm backing down. I'm just saying, I did not take out Ace Austin, as Chris Bay basically told Tommy Dreamer to handle that then. So, Bully Ray, I guess, the whole story still is, do you trust him or do you not trust him right now? Will he do anything to take anybody out? That's the question. So, the story does still continue into this whole thing. So, yeah, did he take out Ace Austin? We don't know, but, still an interesting part of it. Right after that, Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray were in the back. Dreamer said, look me in the eyes and tell me you didn't take out Ace Austin. And Bully said, well, you just say you didn't trust me. And then if you trust me, why would you ask me that question? There's no way I could have attacked them because I was getting ready for this match. All right, come on. I've been wrestling in this company for damn near 10 years. Moose came up there and said, I knew you were a scumbag, okay? Dreamer called him a bastard and everything, saying you were not accepting this locker room or the NFL locker room. And Dreamer says, maybe it was you that attacked them. Moose said, I'm a scumbag, but I didn't attack Ace. But hey, I deny it too, like Bully would do also. Right after that, Mia Yim went against Taylor Wilde. Very good match. I enjoyed this match. I don't know if this is Mia Yim's last, I wouldn't say last run, but this is her, last time with the company right now. For her, she was done after Bound for Glory. So, with Taylor Wilde getting the win right here, maybe this was her last match for the time being, or whatever company she goes to next. Some probably would say maybe AEW. Because Keith Lee is there. Or then again, everybody's just running back to the WWE nowadays. But Mickie James did come out there then, welcoming Taylor Wilde back to Impact, which we haven't seen Taylor Wilde back in Impact since about last year, which, she was there and then she just kind of disappeared then. So it's good to see her back. I always thought Taylor Wilde was really good. But, Mickie talked about how, both of them have climbed the ladder to success with, Taylor Wilde being back here since 2007. She had been in this company. Mickie said, we're in the same company now. And then she said she wanted to challenge her next. But Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, and Giselle Shaw came out and attack. Jordan Grace ended up making the save then. Next after that, Eddie Edwards was coming to the building as Honor No More, and even Alicia came and wondered where had he been, and he said he's got to make a decision, either we're done or this is done, and he says you guys are going to hear later on tonight, so we'll see what happens there. Right after that, they showed Joe Hendry with Jason Hodge. I guess talked about how Joe Hendry took his spot in that Call Your Shot match. And then whoever the woman he was talking to say, I believe in Joe Hendry. As Joe Hendry basically talked about his match coming up tonight. So, he's a good talker but a better listener. And it's going to be 252 pounds of pure motivation tonight to answer everyone's problems. But yes, Joe Hendry went out there and went against Jason Hodge. Joe Hendry, like I said, Joe Hendry had not been in this company for a while, like probably a few years ago. Like I said, the last time I saw Joe Hendry do anything in Impact was, I think it was a Grado, and he was still doing the singing thing. Other than that, I know he was in, Ring of Honor, and then, well, she could be in Ring of Honor Purgatory right now, but, he was in Ring of Honor, but, Ring of Honor will quote-unquote fold it, or is it open again, or whatever Ring of Honor is right now, but he was there during the time, but now he's back in Impact, so we'll see where this goes, since he's back with the singing gimmick again. I know they played the flashback of Chris Sabin, choosing option C. Scott D'Amore was out there, basically talking about the X Division title, and option C, as Frankie Kazarian came out there then, wanting to cash it in. Scott D'Amore basically said, let's make it official. He says, there's no turning back. Cass said he's never been, more sure in his life. And, he wanted to go into overdrive, and he wanted to cash in. And he talked about winning his first X Division title back in 2004 and being a player of pro wrestling. And talked about he beat Speedball Mike Bailey on his best day. He's one of the best and stuff. But, it made specials his first. But Cass said, when he won option C. He said he loved wrestling, but hasn't loved him back. Wrestling has given him a lot of things, like his wife and, his son. But, excuse me, but he wants more. Fans that chant Kaz, he's always said that, everything, he does in this ring, he does for the fans, and stuff, but, he wants to win the big one. He talked about guys from, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle, who have been the world champion. And he said he's always been a bridesmaid, but not a bride. So, all the blood, sweat, and tears, and, he won't become a champion. That's why he's cashing option C. Steve Macklin came out, attacked him. Josh Alexander came out for the save then, knocking him off, or knocking him away and stuff. So that happened. The whole option C thing with Kaz, I just think is very rushed and doesn't make any sense. I wonder still why they even took the belt off Speedball. Like I said, it was a great match at Bound for Glory, but man, he just won it and cashed it. Now we're doing a tournament now by next week, so now it's going to be a tournament for the X Division title again. They could have just saved it with, with this big run that Speedball was going with the title. He could have cashed in time. I think they should have done that. Why just bring Kaz back all of a sudden to do this? And then again, with the whole Bully Ray story happening, it's like Kaz is just kind of in it just now just because, like, oh, Bully Ray, he's got his call your shot thing, but no, I'm going to cash in option C right now. Now I want the world title. Then again, it's like Bobby Fish said, like, the week before, like, it's that fast, easy to ask Josh for a title shot. He could have done that than just cash in the X Division title. So it's just kind of rushed that, immediately win, then do it. So I don't know how long Kaz is here for the time being, but I wonder why even go with this whole option C thing with Kazarian to begin with, especially given how fast it's going. And stuff. But right after that, Frankie said I had to handle it out there. He really didn't, but Josh said, I know you can take care of yourself, and Kaz, I'm a former tag champ also, and he looked at that world title again. But, like, let me tell you some advice, okay? Do not trust Bully Ray. So he did that. Rich Swann went against Eric Young, which funny to me to see these two go against each other, because didn't these guys have a damn near blood feud, and Eric Young tried to kill him at one point. But now, Swann is just happy and dancing of a guy that tried to kill him at one point. Eric Young basically was trying to, almost trying to hit his finish on him. I know Diener got involved. Rich Swann rolled him up. But the next thing you know, one of his, Colt, raincoat guys showed up, which I don't know where they're going with this one. I don't know more. I know they got all these yellow raincoat guys going on. I know Joe Doring's not going to be there for a very long time. So I'm wondering where they're still going with this. And then the lights went off, and Sami Callihan showed up and, went after Diener and Eric Young, basically, chasing them off. And stuff. So probably it's going to be a tag match for him and Swann then. Rich Swann, I just look at Rich Swann, it's like, man, this guy is just, what happened to this guy? This guy was the world champion at one point. The major players was in the back, basically talking about their back. Cardona was gone due to that bicep injury, and now they want the tag team titles now. But in the main event, we did get the Kingdom versus Rhyno and Heath Slater for the titles. This match was okay. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, and I got a lot to say about this whole thing in the segment right after, okay? Because, yeah, of course, Honor No More did get involved, but Maria had like a handful of powder and was supposed to throw it in a Rhyno, and it went on forever. Hit, Mike Bennett then, and basically, you know, what was it? Heath hit his finisher on him, and then Rhyno ended up hitting Maria with the gore. Taven got out the way. Heath hit the zigzag, and now we got new tag team champions. But then as they, they're high fiving and they leave. Next, Eddie Edwards comes out then, and Honor No More is all in the ring, and they talked about the ultimatum that Alicia gave him. Something has to end here, and the crowd starts saying nah, hey, goodbye. And then he wonders, is this worth saving? Okay, and he just talks about the Kingdom. You guys have lost the tag titles. Kenny King couldn't get the X Division title. Even Vince said, are you even loyal to us? Are you loyal to PCO? And then yelled at PCO for costing him the title. And Vincent's trying to put the sack over him to walk away. And Eddie said he isn't a monster. He's a bitch. And then next thing you know, PCO took off the bag and just starts attacking Honor No More then. And just takes everybody out. Vincent tried to calm him down. PCO tried to go after him. The Kingdom tried to get him again, but he took them out. Vincent got a chair and hit PCO with, but he no-sold it. End up choke slamming him on the chair then as he stood tall, taking out Honor No More. So he's not with them anymore. There's a lot of things to say about this. Number one, I have to blame AEW for this, given that they basically kind of gave away this match finish to begin with. Alright, because one, the Kingdom showed up on AEW Rampage a week ago, and I'm saying, wait a minute, aren't these guys on Impact and they're the tag team champions? But then when I thought more of it, in seeing this match, these guys basically just lost the title, which we are now, they lost the titles, but it's like AEW just gave it away and didn't Impact no favors by doing that. Let's bring these guys out knowing they're the champions on another show. And apparently they're supposed to be gone now, and I think Vincent may be gone from the company also. So apparently the Kingdom's already back in AEW. Well, they're in AEW now, or Ring of Honor, or whatever it is. So I don't know how long or any of the tapings they showed up for Impact, but I think this Honor No More thing is basically done. But you still have PCO, Kenny King, and Eddie Edwards around. But yeah, PCO just turning on them and stuff, which, I feel like the Honor No More thing has gone on long enough, and I don't think people really believe Eddie Edwards is going to win the title anyways. But just looking at this whole thing, it's kind of easy to tell that they were going to lose the tag titles right here, and that, Honor No More or the Kingdom were on AEW now. So you have to blame AEW for giving away the finish to this match right here, because it's I'm oh, they're on AEW. Why the fuck they don't have the tag titles? And then I thought about it. Heath and Rhyno being the tag champions, it's whatever. I don't really care that much for it. It's almost like I was watching SmackDown again from a few years ago when they were the tag team champions. So did I really want to see it again? No, but given what's going on with Honor No More and whoever's still in this company right now, and depending if they left in that, yeah, that's where it's going. But other than that, that's my review of Impact. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in. Peace out.